Hello, my name is John and I'm going to be your photography teacher. I hope you have a camera of some sort with you. It can be a camera like this, which we call a mirrorless camera, or it can be a camera like this, which is an SLR, or you can just have a phone or a tablet as long as you have something to take pictures with. Because Hanukkah is just around the corner, or maybe depending on when you're watching this, it's already here, we're going to use Hanukkah as the inspiration for our photography. We are going to, I also hope you have an object with you, an object that represents Hanukkah and is special to you. It can represent Hanukkah literally. It can be your family's menorah or Chanukah, or a special dreidel you love, or it can even be a bag of Hanukkah gelt. Or it can be something that's a little less literal, just one of your favorite gifts you've received for Hanukkah over the years, or something that represents this time of year. Maybe you ski or snowboard, so you can have your snowboard to take pictures of. We're going to take pictures of the object that you have. But before you do that, I want to talk about the idea of different perspectives. So like in life, in photography, it's great to have many perspectives, to get many perspectives. When I say different perspectives in photography, I mean that you can take a photo of the same object or person or animal. We'll call that the subject. So the subject is whatever you are taking the photo of. There are many ways you can take a picture of that same subject, right? You can be further away. You can be much closer up. You can take it from the side. Maybe you take it from above or below. There are many ways to take a picture of the same object. And oftentimes you'll be surprised by the third or fifth perspective that you take. Maybe you didn't even expect to take that picture and you find out that it's your favorite. And so getting different perspectives, I would say at least three, if not many, many more, every time you take a picture is a really great idea. And each different perspective tells a slightly different story for the viewer. And so I'm going to show you a bunch of examples of what I mean by taking different perspectives of the same subject. All right, so bear with me as I share my screen here. We are going to start with perspectives, and hopefully you are all seeing this. So this is the subject is a teapot, and as you can see, there are 12 different perspectives of the same object, right? You have one that's just more straightforward. It's nice, a nice picture. You see what the object is. And then as you sort of go down the line, you see it's much closer in. So you just see the handle or just the top. Maybe you're getting a view from the side. Down below, you see just the top turned upside down. You're getting different views of the same object. And you may like one better than another, and another person may like another one better than another as well. So this just gives options. And as you can see, there are so many to choose from. So these aren't that different, but these, as you can see, are still four different perspectives of the same person, right? You have one a little bit to the side, you have one straight on, you have one totally to the side. If I was taking more pictures of this person, I'd probably get much closer, maybe into the eyes and face area. Maybe I would take one sort of from behind where you just see the nice hair. But anyway, you can see that there's different ways to take a picture of the same person. Here's an example. Although this is a pencil drawing, the same thing pertains to when you take pictures. Ignore the ballet slippers, but the rest of them are all pictures, drawings of a Chuck Taylor, a Converse shoe, right? And I love how you get different sort of almost moods. So you have the single shoe, but then you have down below, you have the two shoes sort of close up, and it sort of shows them like together. And it's almost this, dare I say, romantic image of shoes. I just really like how you can get different perspectives of those same shoes. Here, very simply, two different perspectives of a forest, right, of trees. Straight on, where you see through the forest, and then from below. And you get two totally different pictures, which is pretty amazing. Um, I love this one. This one here is pretty great. This is a old boat, old slightly rusted boat during sunset. And as you can see, there are 6 different, very different perspectives of the same subject. I really like the second one, where you see maybe the name of the boat a little bit, and then you see the reflection of the sun off the beach. I think that's really cool. The photographer did a really great job at doing of taking 6 very different perspectives. And then here, I love this. This is an old tricycle, and again, these are all very different perspectives. I really love how I feel like this is really creative. How the photographer went in, and you can see the paint flaking off in one of the photos, and then in another one you see how one of the tires is rusted and broken. It's really nice. And so here is, let's just say in this photograph, the main subject are the sunflowers. And this photographer took a photo of the sunflowers from quite far away. And then he went in closer and took these photos of the same sunflowers, but now you have less of them and much closer up. And now we're even closer. Now you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bee in there. So now we're much closer. It's a much different perspective. A bit of a different story is being told now. And he gets even closer. And now the story seems to be about a bee pollinating this sunflower. I love how the photographer took, what did I show you? I think 4 different, very different perspectives, and each photo tells a different story. So you see how different perspectives can really change how the viewer perceives the subject or the object. And since we're talking about perspectives, one of the perspectives I really love, which I just showed you, is called filling the frame. It's the perspective of getting really, really close. And that's a composition technique, filling the frame, that I think everyone should know. And when I say composition means it's how you compose the photograph, how you put it together, right? So when you're taking a picture, you choose where certain things are in the photograph, how close you are, how far you are, what's in the photograph. Maybe you're taking a picture of a sunflower and you want it just off to the side. Maybe you want it in the center. Maybe you want to be far away or close. That is how you compose a photo, right? You choose how to frame that photo. And so one composition technique is called filling the frame. And when I say frame, I literally mean what you are looking at on your phone, that whole frame, right? What are you taking the picture of? Or when you are looking through the viewfinder, it's what you see inside. That is the frame. So we want to fill that frame up with the subject. So I'm going to show you some examples of filling the frame. And I'll show you what I mean. Let me share my screen again with you. And let us start with this awesome picture. Oh, sorry, went back to the same one. Let's go to this. Hopefully this will work. Oh, there it is. Oh, it didn't go to the same one. So as you can see, this is a tiger. The photographer has filled the frame with the tiger's face. It's a great photo. You get to see sort of the mood of the tiger. You get to almost be in his mind, what he's thinking or she's thinking. Here is a picture of baby's feet covered in a blanket, and as you see, the whole picture is framed. The whole subject is framed within that picture. I said that wrong. The whole picture is framed within the frame, and that's just a lovely picture. You can sort of get again a feel for this cute little baby that must be all cuddled up in there. Here is more than one subject, right? This is a whole bunch of birds, but they fill the frame. I just show sort of almost a chaotic sense. It's a really cool picture. Sorry, this is really tiny, but here you fill the frame with a football. You don't even need to show the full the full subject to know what it is, right? It's pretty cool. I love this one. This is obviously what appears to be an older elephant, and when you fill the frame with the animal, you get to see so much detail, right? You get to see all the crackling skin, the wrinkles, maybe some of the age. You see the tusk that's sort of old and beaten. I love that photo, and you wouldn't really get that same sense if you were further away. Here's a pumpkin close up. That's just kind of fun. I love the color. The color pops. Here's a picture of what seemed to be slightly older, an older hand that's weathered, maybe a hand that works, right? This person maybe uses their hands to work construction or in the field or all kinds of things. I think you really get a really good sense of feeling through that photo. Here's a lovely photo of a child's eyes, and again, filling the frame, simple beads. And here is a wonderful picture of a peacock close up. You get a real sense, right, of this majestic bird. And then, which we had just seen before. Oh, sorry. Here's a filling the frame with a person. See how you can do that. Filling the frame with these colored pencils, balloons. This is really cool too, right? Water. It doesn't have to be, just a regular object. Water is a great way to take some really cool pictures. And then, like I had just shown you before, the photographer chose that when we did the sunflowers, chose to go from far away all the way up to filling the frame with that sunflower where we saw the bee pollinating the flower. So, okay, it's a lot of information. We talked about different perspectives, and we talked about filling the frame, which is one perspective. I want you to take pictures of your object, of your subject. It could even be a family member, right? Maybe family is what's most important to you during Chanukah. So I want you to take many perspectives, at least 5, if not 10 different perspectives of the same object. And I want one of those perspectives to be filling the frame, right? Getting really close up, and you fill the frame with your subject matter. When you're done with the Chanukah object you have, find other objects and start taking pictures of that new object and take different perspectives and get in close. And as a bonus, separate thing, since Chanukah celebrates the miracle of the oil lasting 8 days when it was supposed to only last 1, I want you all to take photos of everyday miracles around your house, whatever that means to you. I don't know, whatever you feel is a miracle. It can be a simple thing, a more complex thing. See if you can take pictures of things that represent everyday miracles to you. Maybe it's the fact that you're just excited that you can get up and walk around today. If you can do that, take a picture of something that represents that, your shoes, your feet. Maybe you're thankful that you're just able to lie in your bed. Take a picture of the bed, whatever that miracle is to you. So to recap, we talked about perspectives, talked about filling the frame, and I want you to take pictures using those techniques. And then as a bonus, see if you can take some photos of everyday miracles around your house. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm not exactly sure how you can do that, but I'm sure there's going to be a way. And I look forward to seeing your photos. Hopefully you're going to be able to share them with me. All right. Thank you so much, and enjoy taking pictures.